What is happening, good people of YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here. It's Farming Simulator 25. This is our Rags to Riches series, episode number 26. And in the last episode, we did a lot of stuff. We bought some new mowers. We bought a second bale wrapper to go on the front of our tractor. We did some grass work. We did some contracts. And now our bank account is up to $80,000, which is a lot of money. And I've had some great comments on the channel, and I want to thank you guys for sticking with the series, for all your support, and for the comments and interaction, and it's just really awesome. So yeah, that's it. Today's video, we got to get right into it because we got a lot of stuff to do. Looks like we have this pallet of long planks. We have to go drop that off, make some money. We're going to check on the prices of things like our goat milk over here, lettuce. I don't think there's anything that we can sell right now. We are still in the first day of November, and this is where we left off in the last episode. We do have all of our bales on the trailer turning into silage. There's probably 6 bales over here, something like that. And realized through the comments that it looks like Farming Simulator has updated itself, and they've gone back to what they did in Farming Simulator 22 with the grass, meaning the first day it's available to harvest, you should wait until the next day or next month to harvest it so that you get more yield, because we obviously did not get as many bales as we did the last time we harvested our grass. So that being said, it's going to be a busy episode here. November the 1st, the first day of November. And as you can see on the screen in the top right, we have got 3 contracts that are awaiting us. We have 2 cultivating contracts and a plowing contract. And we can take a look at the map, and it looks like there's a plowing and cultivating contract up this way. There's another cultivating contract down at field number 51. And they're all going to pay us a lot of money. So after those contracts, we should have a good amount of money available to us. Taking a look at the prices, fabric is not in the best position, so we're going to wait on that. Looks like goat milk is in the same boat. We're going to wait until January to sell that. Lettuce prices are on the rise, but we can wait until January to get the most money from our yield, and we are going to have a lot of lettuce to sell. And here are long planks. We could take these to the playground. $7,269 is what we're going to get for them, and the playground is the place to go for this stuff. So we are going to take our long planks there. And as you can see, silage is, kind of in the dumps, but honestly, it's only a couple dollars between the lowest and the highest price throughout the 12-month season. So it doesn't really make a difference there. But we'll get into the second day of November, and that's when we will be able to sell all of these bales. Not sure what they'll go for. It's probably not going to make us as much as we think, but these contracts are going to pay us out good. Hopefully, at the end of this episode, we're going to have a nice chunk of change. All right, hopping in the voucher tractor, I think the first thing we have to do, we have to take the long planks to the playground, sell them, and then we are going to go do these contracts. And I'm kind of wondering if we could put the plow on the front and carry it over to those fields, and we could have the cultivator on the back. Let's see if this works. Oh, check it out. It works. Okay, well, we'll take the long planks to the playground in just a second. I think we should go do these contracts first. There we go, hooking up the cultivator. We got the plow and the cultivator, and we're just going to drive a few fields over to do these contracts. And I tell you what, this money is burning a hole in our pockets. I really don't like the idea of saving money. I mean, I know it's the best thing to do for the farm, but I really love to buy stuff. And I would love to have more greenhouses. I mean, total moneymaker, these greenhouses. And I would also love to have a whole other sheep pen. Oh boy, we're not going to be able to fit through here. And this is the property that we're thinking about buying eventually. Let's just cut through here. Oh, we can't make it that way either. Crap. All right, we're going to have to go around this way. But if you buy this property, you can get rid of the little shed by the sunflower maze, and the sunflower maze, pretty much goes away, and we can make that field into whatever we want. The white picket fence around it goes away, and it's just a normal field. So, oh, we missed our turn. Okay, look, we're not paying attention. Let's just whip around here. And let's get up to field 36 and 37 and do these contracts. Field number 37 is the plowing, and that's the field at the top here. So let's drop off the plow, and we will drop that plow off right here. There we go. And now it's just us and the cultivator. So let's swing this cultivator around. Let's do the cultivating contract, then we'll do the plowing contract, and let's see how much money we can get. Now, I always hate to start a video off by doing a time lapse, but honestly, we got to make this money, and I'm not going to cut this out, so time lapse it is. All right, there we go. The plowing contract and the cultivating contract both completed. We only have one contract left to do, and that is the cultivating contract in field number 51. So I tell you what we're going to do. Let's put the plow on the front, and we are going to go do that. I think we should go do that field 51 contract, and then we'll return to the farm. We can drop off the plow and the cultivator, and then we can pick up the trailer and the front loader. We can then get the long planks. We can take the long planks to the playground, and I would imagine after these contracts and taking the planks to the playground, we are going to have over $100,000. Gotta be over $100,000. And that's pretty exciting, because at that point we're probably just going to sleep, and then we're going to have silage to sell, and we might have enough money in this episode to buy that property that we've been thinking of, or we could buy a field, and in that field we could plant stuff. All right, we're going to do this contract with the plow on the front. I don't think it's going to slow us down too much. All right, lowering the cultivator, and let's go ahead and get this field done. Now this is a bigger field. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to do. But we are going to cultivate this field. We're going to get it done, and then we will go to the farm and we'll grab those planks, sell them, making money. That's what we do here. Farming Simulator 25, the Game Scribble channel. Well, I tell you what, this contract, the plow, is actually causing the contract to the GPS lines on the field to be off the size. They're too wide. So we're going to drop this plow. We're going to come back into this field, and there we go. See the lines just resized there, and now we'll be able to do the contract correctly, and that's pretty interesting. That the lines on the field were sized by the plow on the front, and not the cultivator on the back. Even though it's a cultivating job. That is very interesting here in Farming Simulator 25. So now that we got the right size lines for the field, we're going to go ahead and finish this up and head back to the farm. Alright, well, that cultivating contract is done. We have picked back up the plow, and we are headed back to the farm. Once we get back to the farm, we're going to put it on our front loader, grab our wood planks, and we are going to head ourselves to the playground. Whoa, look out. Stunt tractor here. Holy crap. And once we take the planks to the playground, we should have a lot of money. And speaking of a lot of money, let's go ahead and let's accept the payment for these contracts. All right, here we go. These are all completed. And bam, just like that, $99,519. And when we sell the planks, we should have somewhere in the neighborhood of $107,000, and that is really, really great. All right, here we go. We are at the playground, and we did put the long planks in the trailer here, and bam, there we go. $7,269 in wood planks. Total bank account now $106,541. That's a lot of money. And I think after we sell our silage is probably, oh man, I don't know how to do the math. If it's somewhere around $3,000 per barrel, and we have 20 or so, maybe around $60,000, but I don't think it was that much. I'm going to say it's going to be more like $40,000 because we don't have the same amount of bales that we had the last time. So I'm going to say, let's just conservatively estimate it's going to be about $40,000. It's going to put us at about $146,000. We can check to see if there's more contracts available, and we can work to get that bank account up. We are going to need $172,000 in order to buy a new property, at least buying the property that we want to buy where the sunflower maze is. Because the more I think about it, the more I want that property instead of Walter's property. I mean, Walter's property is cool, don't get me wrong, but the sunflower maze property is right near where we started this series, and I do want to keep things kind of close to where we are. And I did have a comment that just said, hey look, everybody uses Walter's farm, and I totally agree with that. Everybody uses Walter's farm. Oh boy, I just smacked into a stop sign. Jeez, oh whiz. What are we doing here? It's 1:51 in the afternoon. Have we been drinking already? Maybe. Now we stopped on the way to deliver the long planks to get gas, and we have a full tank of gas, but we do need to stop by the shop. And once again, this tractor has apparently has a lot of hours on it, and that determines how fast it will degrade, and this thing is degrading a lot. It just seems like, you know, every couple jobs that we do, it's going down. So let's go ahead and repair the tractor. $2,220. Oh crap. All right, we repaired the trailer and the tractor. That is pretty costly right there. And honestly, I can't wait for another tractor to come available in the used vehicle section, because we got to get rid of this thing. We got to pay more attention to how many hours on our tractors. I mean, if this thing every month is costing us $2,200, I mean, you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it? All right, well, while we're on the ferry, let's look at the contracts. There were a lot of contracts available, and we picked the most expensive ones. We have a cultivating contract, field number 81, which is down towards the bottom of the map. $11,000 job. We have a $7,800 fertilizing job. That's field number 38 right by the farm. And then of course we have a mowing contract for $5,700. And when all is said and done, these three contracts are going to pass out $24,000. That's going to get us up to $128,000. Now we are going to have to buy some fertilizer for the fertilizing contract. That is a big field, and we are going to need to have a full fertilizer. So we'll go back to the farm and check to see how much fertilizer is in our fertilizer spreader. But even if it needs some fertilizer, we'll just go ahead and buy it, because there are some other fertilizing jobs that we can do as well. And we still have a ton of lettuce that we are going to need to sell at some point. And that's also going to make us a pretty penny. Speaking of a pretty penny, let's go ahead and wash this little trailer here. It was looking real dirty inside, and we need to make sure that we keep our equipment nice and clean, and that way it doesn't degrade as fast. Now this little trailer isn't going to degrade a lot anyway. We just repaired it. It was, I think, $11, and we've used it pretty much for months and months and months now. So but we do like to keep these. These are chrome wheels. You gotta keep the chrome a-sparkling. At least that's what the kids are saying nowadays. And I think they're right. All right, making sure we get this voucher tractor. And this thing is, it's a workhorse, and it's already been worked because we bought it, and now it's, needs to be repaired every 5 seconds. So definitely a learning experience and a learning curve in FS25. So from my own experience, I can tell you, you shouldn't just go all willy-nilly and start buying stuff just because they're great deals, because there's other things you have to consider, like wear and tear. All right, honestly, we're just going to drop our tractor here. I mean, why not? And we're going to work our way back in this corner. We're going to grab the fertilizer spreader. Let's see how much fertilizer is actually in it. I cannot remember how much fertilizer is in it. I want to say there's a whole, it's full. About 59%. And I'm kind of curious, can we complete the really big fertilizing job on 1,900 liters of fertilizer? I'm not sure. It's 59% full. And let's just go ahead. We're going to cut up this way, and we are going to go to that fertilizing job, and let's see if we can't get it done. All right, backing out that camera. Oh, there we go. Now we've got the fertilizer spreader turned on, and we are going to go ahead and do this field here, field number 38. And let's see if we can get it done with the fertilizer we have in the spreader, so we don't have to go back to the shop and buy more. I mean, it's okay to go back to the shop and buy more. Honestly, we do have 2 more fertilizing contracts we could do. I think both of those contracts were somewhere around $2,300 a piece. It's another $5,000. I mean, it's nothing to scoff at, unless you're into scoffing, in which case, scoff away. All right, but there it is, fertilizing contract complete. And that was a big chunk of change. Took about 1,100 liters of fertilizer to complete that job, so we have 27% left. We're not going to go to the shop and fill up the fertilizer spreader The other fertilizing contracts that are in the contract list can wait, because this is going to cost us money to put fertilizer in the spreader. So I'd rather do some contracts that don't cost us anything. But more importantly, time is running out in the day. It's already 2:30. I got the time scale back up to 3 times. Just makes it a little bit more realistic here on the farm. So we'll keep it at 3 times unless we have big jobs to do and we're losing daylight. We can change it back. Really no rules on the time scale here in this series. Well, it's our front and rear mower combo. And I tell you what, had a lot of comments about this combo, this new combo. The colors are great. It's very reminiscent of McDonald's, which everybody loves. But overwhelmingly, you guys have let me know that this tractor's probably not the best suited for double mowers like this on the back and on the front, whether it's Samaz or whether it's these Pottingers. Definitely a difficult task for this tractor. Even though it has about 230 horsepower, still not a lot in regards to mowing a field with dual mowers on a tractor. I mean, we really do need a bigger tractor to do these kind of jobs, but that's fine. Look, this is the hand that we're dealt. These are the decisions that we've made, and we have to deal with the consequences. And that's what this series is all about. So coming up to field 11, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get in and accept the money for the contract that we just did. All right, we completed the fertilizing contract. Oh, look at that. Our bank account now is up to $112,000, and that is awesome. All right, well, that mowing contract is done, and I gotta tell you, I think we have to admit we made a mistake buying these mowers for this tractor, because that was really tough to get through that field and that grass, and oh boy. But it's too late now. This is what we have to work with. So until we can upgrade our tractor again, this is a setup we're gonna have to use. And that's okay. We can get through it. It's mind over matter here on the farm. I don't even know what that means. So we're going to head back to the farm now. We're going to grab our cultivator. We're going to head all the way down to field number 88. We're going to do that cultivating job. We're going to collect the money. We should have somewhere in the neighborhood of $120-some thousand to work with. And then I think we're going to call it a day. I mean, it's 3:30 here in the afternoon, first day of November, and look at that lettuce piling up. Oh boy, we are going to have a mess when we go to pick that lettuce up, put it on our trailer. It is going to be a mess. But you know, it's a mess that I'm looking forward to, and I hope you're looking forward to it too. And that reminds me, I think it's time to ask yourself the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the channel? And if the answer is no, stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the channel. What the hell are you waiting for? And don't forget, hit that bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. And hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And don't forget, leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. All right, putting the front loader back on. Let's go ahead and whip this thing around. pick up this cultivator. We'll travel down to field 88. I mean, I feel like this episode we are back to grind mode, but thankfully, because we have made ourselves a ton of money. Started out the episode with $80,000, now we're up to 112. Let's go ahead and grab the money from this latest contract that we did. Bam, there we go. $117,000 now in the bank. And let's head down to field number 88. I think the best way to go, we're gonna go around by the playground. We'll head along the bottom of the map. We'll get to field number 88. We'll do the cultivating contract. It's gonna be a huge job. It's $11,000. It's probably gonna take us till the end of the day, and hopefully we don't run out of daylight. I might have to change that time scale back to real time, and that's fine. We can do that. We are in control of the time here on the farm. Oh, are we going to get to pass the bus with the cultivator on the back of the tractor? Here we go. We're racing against the bus. They're going to stop at the stop sign. We're not. We're going to blow by them. The Valtra wins against the school bus. All right, well, there it is. The cultivating contract has been completed. It is the end of a long day of contracts, and we are headed back to the farm. And one thing we're going to do, we're going to collect the money from this contract. It should leave us with, I don't know, about $128,000. I think this contract was worth about $11,000. So let's go ahead and take care of that right now. All right, there we go. Cultivating contract complete. We collected our money. Whoa, watch out. Don't run into the truck. $128,944. So basically $129,000 in the bank right now. And we are going to sleep. And at the end of the second day in November, we're going to have our silage to sell. And let's just say it's $40,000. It's going to leave us with $168,000 in the bank. Now, I'm not sure that the silage is going to be $40,000. I'm just guessing. I mean, it could be $30,000. So either way, we're going to have a nice chunk of change in the bank, and we have got to decide what to do with it. Do we keep saving up the money and buying a new plot of land, or do we use our current farm and just keep building on it? I mean, we can put another sheep pen full of sheep. We could have another goat pen. I think I'd like to sort of stick with sheep for now, because we do want the Tailor Shop. Oh my God. You can see it from the top of the hill. There goes the barge. I mean, you can see it. We're coming down to the fair. It's like it knows that we're coming, and it starts to go in front of the ferry as soon as we show up. My God. I mean, what do we have to do in this game? What do we have to do in this game to get rid of this stupid barge. It's literally one of the dumbest things that we've ever seen here on the farm. And this barge, I'm not kidding. We're gonna go on the black market and we're gonna buy ourselves like a rocket launcher. And we're gonna fire rockets at this thing and just blow it to smithereens. I mean, look, I don't know how to fire a rocket launcher, but I'll learn. Don't tempt me. I mean, look, you can't see it in Farming Simulator. It's not gonna show you. But I'm hitting the buttons to raise my middle finger. F you, barge. I mean, honest to God, it's every episode with that stupid barge. I mean, at this point, it's just becoming a thing. It's Game Scribble's Farming Simulator Rags to Riches series featuring the barge. I don't like it. All right, while we're on the ferry going across, taking a look at some of the contracts, gosh, we got about $5,200, $5,400 in cultivating contracts. We got a deadwood contract. We got some fertilizing contracts. Oh, look at this. There's a $10,000 plowing contract. Oh, boy. I mean, can we... should we do it? It's $10,000. Oh, I don't know. I really don't want this episode just to be us running around doing contracts. It's 4:30. At some point, I'd like to sleep and get into the second day of November and do the silage thing. I mean, I might just have to do those contracts off camera, and then we can sleep. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to turn down $10,000, a $10,000 contract. I mean, come on. I mean, we're not idiots here, are we? Look, don't answer that. We might be idiots. It was a rhetorical question, and I don't even know what that means. All right, here's a question for the comments. And I'm probably going to find out the answer before I read any of the comments and this video is posted. But you see how it says Farmland 87, $10,228. And then it says 31 hours and 21 minutes. I think 31:21H it says in the contract. Is that how long the contract is available for? So for example, is it 31 hours from now, which means we could sleep till 8 in the morning and then we could do those contracts on that day? Or the contract's still going to be available tomorrow morning? I am not really sure. I mean, that's such a great question to ask. I mean, if you scroll up and down these contracts, all of them expire. What I think it means they expire in 31 hours. And I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Is that what this means?
Many months later.
All right, well, we have completed the contracts. Our bank account now up to $142,682, and dusk has fallen upon us. That time of day where the sky says, yep, I'm done looking pretty. And the moon is slowly rising in the distance, and that means it is time for us to get some sleep. We are going to sleep into the second day of November, and we should be able to sell our silage, make some extra money, and maybe we'll be able to buy a new property with a new residence. Man, it's pretty exciting here on the farm. Ah, yes, the second day in November. Nice fall haze over the farm. The sun is coming up. Goats are happy. Everybody's happy. And let's run out here. Let's check on the progress of our silage bales. Hopefully they're close to being done. Usually it takes to about midday before they're done. And here we go, fermented 94%. So it's only going to take us a few more hours to get these silage bales ready to sell. And that is awesome. All right, because it's a brand new day, we need to check the used vehicle sale. Still that Fendt tractor. We got a John Deere tractor. This thing is awesome. No way we can afford that. And there is a front loader tool, a little silage fork. We're not going to need that. All right, checking things out. The large tarp greenhouse does need a little bit of water in it at some point. The sawmill also needs a few trees in it just to keep it nice and full. And that spinnery looks like it's kicked out another pallet of fabric. Fabric price is still going up. Currently, looks like the playground's going to give us $13,000, and we can get a few more thousand if we wait a couple more months, so that's what we're going to do. No changes with any of the other prices. Definitely going to have to wait a couple more months, maybe one more month for the lettuce, a couple more months for the fabric. Well, it looks like we have a pallet of wood over here. Let's check that out. Awesome. Looks like a regular pallet of wood planks. Looks like regular planks are selling at the playground for $4,353. That's above the target price in June. So looks like we're going to take those to the playground and sell them. And taking a look at the cultivating contracts, we got one for $4,000. There is a deadwood contract. We can grab a couple trees. There are still those fertilizing contracts, a bunch of harvesting contracts. There's a plowing contract for $824, but you know, it's not really worth doing. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to accept this deadwood contract down there. It's by field number 66. We'll take our planks to the playground, and then we will go ahead and do that deadwood contract. We have our trailer here, so we'll bring a few of the logs back, and that way we can fill up our sawmill. All right, let's go ahead and get these wood planks. Let's load them up on this trailer here. And I think all we need, I mean, we're going to sell this for about $4,000. It's going to put us at about $146. And then we'll bring back the deadwood trees. We'll put them in the sawmill. I think that when we sell our silage eventually, we're going to have enough money to buy that property, the sunflower field. And that's going to come with our first house here in Riverbend Springs. We're going to become a landowner, a property owner. Let's go ahead and strap down these planks. We'll take them to the playground, and then we'll do that deadwood contract. And hopefully right around noontime, we're going to have the silage bales turned, and we'll be able to sell all of those. Like I said, I'm hoping it's somewhere around $30,000. That will put us right where we need to be in order to buy that property. Some of the other things I was thinking about is just buying one of these flat fields up around by that property, and then we could just start putting more greenhouses there. We could turn the field into grass. We're really not doing any crops right now. I mean, we haven't gotten the money flowing so that we can buy, you know, a harvester and all that good stuff. So for right now, it's greenhouses, grass, sheep, and you know, maybe we could put a larger pen of goats around somewhere. Goat milk does make a good bit of money here for us. But honestly, if we're going to spend the money for goats, I'd rather just spend the money for sheep. Oh boy, these people walking right in front of the tractor. Look out. Alright, we missed our turn. That's fine. We'll just continue on like nothing ever happened. And we do have a cultivating contract for $4,000. I'm not sure if we're going to do that. We've done a lot of contracts so far in this episode. But I mean, if we're only $4,000 short, I don't see why we wouldn't do it. But I mean, once we buy this property, honestly, we're going to be out of money. We're going to be at like $0 again. And it's going to take a lot of grinding to get that money back up. And we are going to have a new field, so we just have to decide what to do with that. Do we plant more grass in it? Or do we just put a bunch of greenhouses on it? I kind of feel like greenhouses, they're less work, so to speak. You just put water in the greenhouse and it pops out the lettuce. grass fields, you know, you do have to mow them. We do have the equipment, but you know, you have to ask yourself, what is the trade-off cost-wise? I believe you could probably put more greenhouses in a field that would make you money versus grass. I think greenhouses are probably the better option, but I haven't tested that theory yet. If you've tested that theory, let me know in the comments down below. Bam, there we go, 4,353. Our bank account now up to 146,689. All right, going to that Deadwood contract, and we have to drive all the way across the entire bottom of the map. And it's in the lower right corner of the map, and we will get there eventually, I promise. All right, coming up on our destination here, we are gonna pop out. Let's try and find some of those Deadwood trees. There's a couple right there. Trying to find a good place to put the trailer. And oh, there's a Deadwood tree right there. We're just gonna keep the trailer right here. And we'll turn the tractor off, we'll hop out. This is the first Deadwood tree here. We're just gonna cut this down and we'll have it fall down towards the tractor. There we go. Perfect. All right, now, gosh, we're in a bush here. Let's make sure we get all of the dead branches off of this thing. So that way we can cut it up nice. All right, we completed the Deadwood contract. We're back on the farm. It looks like our bales have turned into silage already, which is really great. Let's check a couple more out. I mean, we want to make sure that they are all silage so that when we are selling them, we're not getting gypped. 3,500 liters of silage in each bale. Let's go ahead and drop this wood off into the sawmill, and then we will hook onto our trailer, and it is silage time. Oh, there we go. Sawmill sucking up all the wood. Oh, we're left with one little piece of wood. Womp womp. All right, we did accept the $4,000 cultivating contract. I'm not sure if we're going to do it, though. We might cancel that one. I just remembered that field is really difficult to get to with a tractor and a cultivator. So, as a matter of fact, I just talked myself out of doing it. We're going to go ahead and cancel that one. And let's complete the Deadwood contract and get that money. And that is awesome. 147,880 bucks in the bank. We're dropping off the trailer, and we'll just put it right there in the middle of the field. That's fine. Let's grab this trailer and let's make ourselves some money. I mean, we can get a good idea of what the silage would be worth. We're taking it to the farmer's market, $363 per 1,000 liters. There is 3.5 thousand liters per bale. So each bale is going to be worth, I don't know, 1,200 bucks. And if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, we have 20 bales. So it's probably going to bring us about $24,000, something like that. I'm just doing quick math in my head. And that is going to get us 100, gosh, it's really close to 170,000. Man, this is tense times here on the farm as we are really trying to get our bank account up so that we can buy this property. All right, let's go ahead and come in here and let's unload this trailer. Bam, there we go. 2 of them fell off. 37,104 bucks. Boy, okay, that math was wrong. All right, good Lord. I totally messed that math up. I don't even know what I'm doing over here. All right, let's kick these bales in here. There's 1, there's 2. Okay. Bank account now at 185,000. That is way more money than we need to buy this property. And this is pretty damn exciting, if I do say so myself. And I just said it, so I just said so myself. All right, let's go pick up these other bales here. And let's just run through here. Oh boy, there's one stuck on the front of the tractor. And you know what? That's fine. We can just keep it there. All right, let's do things the proper way. Let's suck these things up on the trailer. Oh boy, we did it again. All right, this one we'll keep on the front of the trailer. 6 more bales here. And we're going to take these up to the farmer's market. And I'm wondering why. Like, I kicked those couple extra bales into the little drop-off zone. I only got $121 per bale. So I'm wondering why that is. That's kind of strange. Let's gently sit this one down. Let's see what this one gives us. Yeah, $13.33. Okay, that's more like it. All right, let's get these guys in the loading zone. And we'll unload the bales. Whoop! Gone. $6,669. Our total bank account, $193,230. And we are right here next to this property. And we're going to buy it. There it is, field number 42, or farmland number 42. This is absolutely awesome. $171,000 to buy this, and we are going to do that right now. Bam, there we go. We have bought our first huge property with our first residence. Getting out of the tractor and taking a look. Here is our new humble abode. And it looks like it needs good power washing. I'm just saying, this place might be haunted. I don't know. Kind of looks like it. We got a little garage here. Look, we got a swan. And that's always nice. And here is where we can sleep. We can change our clothes. This is absolutely great. And this is where we're going to sleep. So we're going to have Walter over and have a nice meal together. Perhaps we can sit on the porch swing and we can swing. And we don't really need this sunflower maze here. Currently, it's dead. So there's one way to fix that, and that is to get rid of this flower shed here. If we take a look at our new farmland from the top, there's the maze. A lot of stuff going on the farm. We actually have a shed here, but I don't think that we need it. So we're probably going to sell that for a couple extra bucks. But this is the little shed right here. If you go ahead and sell this shed, then the farm land here kind of changes and it turns into not a sunflower maze. It's a small wooden garden shed, 616 bucks. We're going to go ahead and sell it. Bam. Object has been sold. And take a look. All of the stuff in this sunflower maze goes away except for this windmill. And I don't think we really need this. Let's try and sell it. 142 old wind wheel. Let's go ahead and sell that. And bam, that's gone. And the fence around this field is gone. So now we can go ahead and cultivate this entire field and we can plant whatever we want in here. Or We could put a string of greenhouses all along this field, or we could use it for sheep. $22,700 right now in the bank. That is not a lot of money. This barn right here, I mean, there really isn't anything in it but like old hay stacks. There's a ladder going on to the roof. So look, you can't really park much in here. We don't need it. So we are going to get rid of this as well. 948 bucks. Oh, bye-bye. And that opens up this whole area over here. There's a couple things you can't really get rid of. All this stuff over here. Oh, there's another shed. We don't need this one either. 1,897 bucks. Let's sell that one. Gone. And okay, so this clears up this whole area over here. And we can do a couple things with this. We can put greenhouses over here. We might be able to use this as a parking area for our vehicles. And this is great. We might have to move our main base of operations over here to this house. Wow, I tell you what, $111,490. We could sell this house and build a cheaper one in its place. Oh man, that is tempting. There are houses for like $50,000. I mean, we could actually make some money. Kind of like flipping a house. Yeah, take a look at some of these houses. I mean, this is a small little farmhouse. We don't need much. We could sell this house here. We could put this house down here. I mean, we'd be making about $61,000. Oh man, that is really tempting. And there's a lot of these houses in here. I mean, there's one for $100,000. That's kind of a cool looking house. But I don't know. This is where we're going to leave the episode. So your job in the comments is to let us know, should we sell this house here? It's an old house. It's haunted. It's dirty as hell. And we could build a brand new smaller house for about $50,000, and we'd make about 60. We get our bank account back up to about $80,000, and that is great. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for the love and support on the channel. We are the proud new owners of a property here, Riverbend Springs. And what a great episode this has been. A lot of fun. Thanks for leaving the comments. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Do all the things you got to do. You know what you got to do. Just go ahead and do it. What the hell are you waiting for? But most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we'll see you right back here in the next video.